Shall I pack the dokra? Or you think sandwiches are enough? So I got some sourdough with cheese and that sticky pickle you like. What, these? Oh, they're batatani shak sandwiches. I know, right? They're not as good as mom's, but you can't always be the best, right? How are they? Mom and dad, they okay? You know, say much on the phone. I wish I could see them, but maybe it's easier for them this way. Yeah, so water, spare phone battery, and they said to wear black so that gulabi top isn't gonna wash. What? Why? Why are you even listening to... Yeah, okay. You know what? It's fine. I'm just gonna go. Won't make a difference. You marched against Brexit, Trump, and even with those racists at XR, but Black Lives Matter isn't our issue? Just because we got some brown people in government, it doesn't mean... No, it just proves that we've got better at being what they want because we got our Oxford education. We know what language to speak, and it's not Gujarati, it's posh and private. And we know what success tastes like, right? And it's not shakrutli, it's organic sourdough, chai tea latte, and a lemon polenta cake. Tastes good, right? Except when that white lady got served before you, or when people keep asking you, oh, where are you from really? Or when you didn't get that job, even though you're overqualified. We've got so used to being oppressed, we don't even recognize when it's happening. I mean, let's just bow our heads and be humble, yeah? Because that way nobody will see us suffer. Mom and Dad had so many great pieces of advice, right? Don't make any trouble. Like when those kids used to throw chewing gum in my hair, and you'd cut the pieces out so carefully so Mom wouldn't know. Chin up. Right? Because the next time it happened, there was more chewing gum, and it didn't end there, because that one-off incident became a habit. Turn the other cheek. You cut your hair off, Sand, but they did it to you anyway. I mean, maybe that's why connecting to Black culture felt so important, right? I mean, it made us feel like we weren't alone and were part of a struggle. I mean, we listened to Michael, Jodeci, and TLC, but you never had any Black friends. And we fancy Denzel and Will Smith, but you stayed out of the sun so you wouldn't get too dark. When I brought James home, first, Mom said I was too young. Then Dad went on about the shame of having a gala in the family because what will everyone say? Someone's always at the bottom of the pile, right? I mean, if we could do it, why can't they? I mean, if they just study more, work harder, stop being so violent, drug addicts, sex addicts, misogynists, fill in random misconception. If they just stop making trouble and just work hard, be more like us and part of the solution. Now, I know, Sand, but James isn't any different. That's my point, because deep down, there's that sense in all of us, we're better than them, because that way we're not at the bottom of the pile. No, we're in the middle, put in the middle, staying in the middle. I don't know. One part wounded, but the other part is privileged too. So we turn the other cheek to all of this. And the truth is, deep down, none of us have really dealt with what's been done to us, but also what we're doing to others. And we need to talk about this anti-Blackness because it's so deep. It's so knitted into who we are and our success. You know what doesn't make a difference, Sand? Is staying silent, and that is our problem. And it always has been. And you can't keep thinking this isn't our issue, because that thinking is keeping you down as much as it's keeping you up. And while that still exists in our hearts, they win. They win. And while we're turning the other cheek and keeping our eyes down, we're getting nowhere, Sand. Nowhere. We need to look up from where we are, stop being scared, and fuck the middle.